Oh. Oh.
Gamers, that was Alice. And I feel like there should be some sort of Sarah McLachlan style music here, like real sad in the background. Alright, so yeah, the honeymoon phase is over. I've been playing Spiritfarer for dozen hours or so now, and this is how I spend my days now. This was my entire weekend. I'll wake up at the crack of dawn, ring the bell, not in real life, mind you. So I thought I'd post an update video as far as how I felt, because, you know, there's that honeymoon phase when you play a game and you're like, oh my god, this is amazing, and then you run into like a brick wall and you're like, ugh, this was awful. I haven't run into that yet. Honest to god, I am having such a good time with Spiritfarer. Again, pick it up. It's amazing. So Alice, who you just saw, is going to be the second spirit to leave. She deteriorated very quickly. This is old Uncle Azul. He's a Atul, sorry, Azul like blue. Yeah, he's a big old frog, and he loves any food you give him. Yeah, by the end of this video, we're going to be letting her go. We're going to bring her to the Everdoor, which is where we first met Sharon, and set her spirit free, after which I'll get, as morbid as it sounds, I'll get an upgrade for my ship, which allows me to go to other places and recruit more spirits. Just judging by the houses that you can build in the second tab, there are 8 spirits total that you can give passage to on your ship. This here is Summer. She's a snake. She's a lesbian. This game is very inclusive, by the way. She talks about her wife Rose and how she used to run a farm and they were living free and hippie-ish sort of thing, which is nice. It's also hilarious that she's in a hood and then like her coils come out of the sleeves, kind of like how an arm would. One of the things I've noticed is it's kind of difficult to aim. So you saw I tried a couple of times to water that plant that was under Summer and could not reach it because there's no way to differentiate between something that's in the foreground and the background. So I'll have to come back and water those later. This is a garden, or a field rather, where you can plant things like grains, rice, sunflowers. What I just left is a garden which you can plant carrots, cabbage, leeks, stuff of that nature that you pull out of the ground. I've also added an orchard. In there is a cherry tree and an apple tree, but they're not ready now, so I'll go back to it. This is Giovanni. He's a lion. He kind of looks like if Scar was like the sleaziest possible dirtbag. He's nice, he's nice. He calls me Bambina and he flirts with people aboard the ship. These are sheeps! I have 3 of them! Sheepoo! You can have a few more, you find them on the islands and tempt them with food, so this is technically sheep napping. But I built them a nice home, so they stay here. Hopefully a little later in the video I'll be able to actually shear them, because it's a really cute animation. The Everlight that's around my belt is something that you can use for all tasks. So it turns into a shovel, it turns into a scythe, it turns into a pickaxe, turns into a watering can. It's your multi-tool for all time. And I honestly wish there was something like this in real life, you know? Just think to yourself, well, right now I need, I don't know, I need a gun to shoot this guy, and bam, Evertool. I've also gained the ability to glide, which is kind of cool. Once you gain more spirits aboard your ship, you can actually, dear old Alice, get more skills so that you can go back to areas that you'd previously gone to, kind of like in a Metroidvania fashion, where you gain more skills, you're able to access areas that you could not before. So, also in this video, I will be getting an upgrade by recruiting another character. I've already done all the things I need to get him. He asked me to go see this art collecting walrus in the middle of nowhere. Yeah, it's a walrus. Her name is Susan, by the way, and she thinks it's a great name, and she thinks Stella is a stupid name. Whatever. Walrus named Susan. Whatever. So, current objective with Alice is to remind her of her daughter. I'm gonna set into motion the pieces needed. You might have noticed I have a spiffy new outfit, and here is where you would change that. Now, I got, I also changed my cat, but I got Alice's daughter's outfit earlier. It's not working because she said Alice has a red hat, so I just changed my hat to red, and there you go. She now thinks I'm her daughter. Her mind is going, and that is a depressing thought, that even in death, the things that had affected you while you were alive are still in effect. Like, oof. Alright, then we've got to take her to the Everdor, and that'll be the end of Alice. I'll save that for later. Let's go on to the next thing. So here are some of the buildables available to me. They come in different categories. These first ones are facilities that you'd use to either create new materials or to plant things. So my goal now is to build another orchard because I don't have enough trees. In doing that, I'll have to make some thread at the loom, which you use fibers to make. In these mini games, there's always a sweet spot that if you release the square button or well, in this case, release the square button, then you'll get more than you would normally. Now, the number is negligible. You get 3 or 4 instead of 2, but it still helps in order to preserve your materials. Now, I've gotten a little better at this minigame. The trick is to have gentle hands, gentle thumbs, kind of move gently, but I'm going to need planks, which are made from processing oak. So we'll do a few of these. See, I'm getting better. If you guys haven't already watched my first impressions video, you should check that out. It hasn't changed much, but there is some gameplay in there that was earlier on when I didn't have such a large ship. My ship is currently one size away from being the largest possible, so I have a lot of free space left, but I do still have quite a few spirits to get, as well as some more upgrades to my ship. Upgrades include things like, right now at my bow I have a Hermes piece that allows my ship to go faster. I also upgraded it after I let go of Gwen, rest her soul. Gwen was the deer you saw if you watched the first impressions. I brought her to the Everdor, and what happens is a Spiritfarer is all that's left of them in their cabin, the cabin that you made specially for them. Afterwards, you bring that to Albert, the shipwright, and he'll upgrade your boat. Gwen's upgrade was so I could go through ice. So I was able to go to a new area with that, of course. Lacking an upgrade. Oh, hey, the sheep are ready. Okay, I'll build this and then go shear those sheep. But lacking the ability to zipline, which is the next upgrade I need after recruiting the next spirit, I'm not able to really do anything with this new ice area, but I mean, it unlocked, so I'm working towards it. Now, building, you can move the buildings as much as you want, as long as you have space for it, so I've been kind of positioning things. I have most of the residents to the, like, bottom left corner, and then a lot of my plants and such are above that, and then my commerce area, I guess you could call it, is over to the right side, which is where my sawmill is, the foundry, which has a really cool smithing game. I didn't do it in this one, but there will be a review later, so I'll touch on that. I'm going to be covering this a bunch, gamers. Like this, I don't usually do an update video, but I figured, hey, I like it enough, might as well. So we'll plant our seeds here, water them. You only have to water them until they're fully grown, after which point you can just let them do what they do. Alright, so this is the map as I have it thus far. There's quite a few areas. I appreciate that when you are looking at the locations, it shows you exactly what's in them. So if there's a spirit feeder, you can see the Everdor there's lit up because it's ready for Alice. But if there's a spirit you haven't recruited, if there's sheep you haven't picked up, if there are rare chests that you haven't yet opened, like there's a rare chest left. It'll show you what you'll find in crates, it'll show you what the shops will sell, so if you leave for a while and come back and you're thinking, wow, I'd really like to get this, but I don't know where to go, it gives you a little insight into that without necessarily having to travel, which is nice. You'll see that giant turtle over there too. She's her name is Olga. She's interesting. There's another giant turtle. There's 3 of them. They're sisters. So let's head to our next location. I just want to show you the map. I'm not yet done filling out, of course. This is... I'll let him introduce himself, actually. Yeah, he's Alex. He's a bus driver. Now, you're wondering, what the hell's a bus doing in the middle of the water? Well, you see, he's the fast travel system that takes your entire frickin' boat. And he's magic. So it teleported me, of course, it didn't teleport me to the island, it teleported me to another bus stop, after which I left the bus stop on my ship and went to this island. Here is our next character. You can tell that they're special because they have a indistinct shape of an animal above their head, as opposed to like that little flame that's on that little person's head as she walks by. So we're gonna recruit him, get his token, upgrade, and then it's called a zipline. I'll show you how that works. It's interesting. After I get the zipline, I'll be able to finish another quest, which was from a security guard on a mine island. He said I need to be able to jump, zipline, and double jump. So I have 2 of those, I just need this last one, which means hopefully I'll be able to get more ore so that I can build more stations. I need a crusher currently, which turns like seeds, sunflowers you saw me growing, into oil, and then I can use oil to cook and for other fun things. So progress is good. Progress moves at a steady pace, and like I mentioned, the game is goddamn gorgeous. Like, seriously. All the little touches for animations, all the flourishes, all of it hand-drawn and full of love, and it's unfortunate, like, one of the drawbacks of the game, I'll discuss it now before I even go to that cutscene, is getting close to these spirits, because you're taking care of them, you're feeding them, you're talking to them, you're fulfilling their wishes, and you're getting to know them, you know? And then only to set them free. I know they say, if you love something, set it free, but, like, I did tear up a little bit when Alice had to go, because the whole time she was mistaking me for her daughter, who, you know, is no longer in this world. So here's our little onboarding session where everyone comes to meet. I'm sorry Alice is kind of in the way. She's going through some things. What if it hurts? Here I am. So they'll do their little chatter thing. I don't know. Let's take some votes. What does that shape look like to you? He's kind of a weird... Oh, it's a bird. See, it was the front. I don't know why his wings are in front of him like that. I could not honestly tell you. Oh, he's cool looking. I don't know what kind of bird that is. And the music's very high class. That's his kind of... Pardon my enthusiasm, I forgot to introduce myself. His face. How forgetful and impolite. Gustav. So we have Gustav, Giovanni, Astrid, which is the fancy looking lion fanning herself there, Atul, and Alice. And Alice is about to go, so... And Summer, let's not forget Summer. She's not here. The snake we were talking to earlier. Huh. Wonder where she went. And see, these scenes come out of frickin' nowhere. They'll be fine one day and they'll be like, you know what? I'm tired. And that's when you know. It's time to let go. Alright, so he gave me the currency that I need. Here is a shrine. I have exactly enough, and zipline upgrade. Alright, after this, gamers, gonna do Alice's scene. Let me know what you thought of it. I personally thought it was heartbreaking, but maybe I'm just a softie. I do cry at Disney movies and Pixar movies and any animated. Coco! Coco made me cry. Okay, if Coco doesn't make you cry, you have no emotions. You are a Nico. She gave me a look. I can't actually reach that. Okay, you have to hold up to zipline. And it looks like anything that's shiny like that, so let's... Nope, missed. It's kind of weird because you can't actually use the thumbstick. Oh, okay. So can it go up? Yes, it can. Huh. And here we go, new area. And this is a rare chest, so I can make apple pie. Alright. Final moments with Alice. And this is actually depressing. Like, you're helping this little old lady. She had she started losing the ability to use her legs, so you had been guiding her around like at the beginning of the video, and it's just Alright, gamers, we're going to the Everdoor. We're helping the spirit ascend to the afterlife because she's fulfilled her purposes here, whatever those were. She cooked stuff for us, and she picked the apples and cherries and such in the orchard, so that's what she does. All the spirits have some little task that they take care of as long as you're taking care of them, so it behooves you to make friends. There's our little going away party. Anywho, I've been Don from Need to Know Gamers. Thank you for joining me, and I'll let you stay tuned for the review. I might do another update video just once I get another upgrade. After I get her Spirit Flower, I'll be able to go to an area where there was some rocks blocking it off. So, yeah, I've been Don from Need to Know. Stay in the know.
Oh.